Namaste, everybody, and happy whatever day it is that you're watching this. We just had the summer solstice. So happy new beginnings, happy summer, happy new path, new road, new journey, new chapter, new book. Happy all of it. Summer solstice is such a great time. Like everything's in bloom. We're full steam ahead into the midway point of the year. And yeah, it's a really good time for like letting everything go. It's almost like burning off the remains of like anything that was left. You know, like when you have a candle and you get the candle down to there and you're like, just time for the candle to go. So you burn it to the ground and then it's done. And then you can put the new candle in. I feel like that's what summer is. And that's what the summer solstice is all about. It's a celebration, of course, you know, of the newness, of the new time, and also of abundance. It's a great time of abundance. So if you have been feeling lately like you're in that kind of lack consciousness, it's a really good time to clean out, go into the closet, take things out that you're not going to wear anymore. It's a great time. Think of like burning everything away, like cleaning everything out. Like going into your kitchen cupboards, maybe doing a clean out there, cleaning the car. All of that always helps with making room for the flow of abundance. Remember, much like energy in the body, when there's a lot of stuff like trapped in there or gunk in there, it's very hard to flow other things in. So you want to constantly be cleaning out, allowing that energy to move. And doing physical things are really good for that. Like really getting into like the closets and things like that are really good for that. So letting go of a lot of things is a good time right now and really opens the doors for a lot of abundance because summer is about everything in abundance. Like everything is here. It's such a beautiful time. It really is. I mean, there's beauty in everything. There's beauty in the winter. There's beauty in all of it. So yes, that wasn't actually what I was going to talk about, but I guess that spirit just wanted to lead me into that. But really, what I wanted to talk about today was Atlantis. I want to talk about Atlantis and ancient civilizations because there's something that I discovered that's so incredible. And it like suddenly connected all these dots for me. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh my gosh, my guides, you know, we have guides, we have spirit guides, we have angels, we have loved ones that are always with us, always protecting us, always guiding us. And I'm telling you, sometimes I am blown away by my spirit guides, blown away. So for the last about 5 years, my guides have been coming in and they've been bringing up Atlantis. And I know there's many ancient civilizations, but we've really been hitting recently on Atlantis. Recently, meaning like the last 5 years. And I'm like, this is interesting. And my guides constantly were saying, Atlantis is rising, Atlantis is rising. And I'm like, okay. Now I relate that to frequency is rising on the earth. So the vibration of the world is lifting in consciousness. Because we're in this beautiful spiritual awakening right now and consciousness is rising, I'm like, okay, so that's what I'm pertaining that to with Atlantis. And when my guides came in and told me that I was to open a spiritual ministry in Sarasota, I'd never even heard of Sarasota. I didn't even live in Sarasota. And I was like, what? This doesn't even make any sense. But they kept saying it has to be in Sarasota, it has to be in Sarasota. And I, at that time, wasn't connecting the dots because sometimes you're too soon in the journey to connect the dots. Like you get the messages, but you have to follow what your guides are telling you. You have to follow the instincts and the guidance because they will all join together at some point. It will make sense at some point. It's like life when things come in and things come on the path and you go, oh, well, why did that have to happen? Trust it. That's a stepping stone. Even if it doesn't look like it's a positive stepping stone, it is because at the end of the day, they're all going to connect and it's going to take you where you're supposed to be. Always. The path is always right. It's always right. So when my guides come in and they give me these messages, I trust them. I wholeheartedly trust them. I say, absolutely. Just let me know what I'm to do. And that's the way I will move. And I never doubt them. I never question them because I know they're for my greater good. Because if you move only in love and the frequency of love and knowing that God is in everything, God is in every detail, and there's beauty in everything, then nothing is against you. It's for you. And since we're here for experience, then I know all of it is a blessing. Every lesson is a blessing, all of it. So back to Atlantis. So we get brought to Sarasota to open the spiritual center, right? So we open it and I'm still getting all of these hits. And then one day, one of my guides says to me, it's off the coast of Sarasota. It's off the coast of Sarasota. And I was like, what is? And they're like, Atlantis. It's off the coast of Sarasota. And then more and more and more information came. And I'm like, okay, I trust them. I trust them. Now, the beach in Siesta Key, which is in Sarasota, the beach is 99.9% crystallized quartz. It's the only beach in the world that allegedly has this sand. And the only other place that was known to have that sand was Atlantis. So that would make sense when the explosion happened that the sand from Siesta Key, from Atlantis, would end up on Siesta Key Beach, right? So I was like, okay, well, that makes perfect sense. So I've been getting that for a long time. And I'm like, when they keep saying Atlantis is rising, I relate that to frequency, like the frequency is rising on Earth. But it has to rise to a certain degree for us to actually see Atlantis, right? If Atlantis is so far underwater and no one's ever seen it, or so they say, in order for us to see it, for it to be visible, and for it to actually begin to rise, means that us as a collective, we're lifting the frequency of the earth. We're lifting the vibration of the earth, which means it's us doing it. And these ancient civilizations that contained a lot of power, like even if you think of the Great Pyramids of Giza, those are power plants. Think of all of the power. And if you're looking at Earth from above, if you're looking at Earth like circular, staring down, just like you would in like the UN map, it's sacred geometry. All of it is sacred geometry. So every structure, every pyramid, where everything is laid out is perfect. There is divine sacred geometry to the way the earth is set up, right? And all of these towers, the obelisks, even the Washington Monument, they're all antennas. And they're set in places specifically for communication and for contact, right? So keep in mind, for us to see Atlantis, the frequency has to rise, right? The frequency has to rise for us to see it, which means the work that we are doing as a collective, but also you have to do the work on a personal level. It will never work as a collective if you're not doing it yourself. You can't just say, I'm here for the collective. It doesn't work like that. It has to come down to you and you alone. You're the only one that can do the inner work, and it starts with you. If you ignore yourself and the work you have to do in yourself, you are no good to the collective. You are no good. It has to start with you. So when you do the inner work, really, that means shadow work. That means facing the trauma. It means going into those dark places, working through them. That means taking the path of grace, taking the path of love and kindness. And it means not reacting, not getting triggered. I mean, there's a lot of work to do when you're on this journey. And it takes a long time. It's not an overnight thing. It takes a long time. But if you're doing the work, you're doing the work because you are here to assist the collective. But it also starts with you. So I discovered this year through whistleblowers that came out that my guides like connected. They took me to this so I could pay attention to this. I discovered Cuban Atlantis. And I'm like, what is Cuban Atlantis? And I'm going to share my screen with you today and show you something that's going to blow your mind. And these whistleblowers, a certain 3-letter agency, is totally aware of this. All of a sudden, we are now seeing this underground civilization. Now, how can we see it? If we've lifted the consciousness, right? If we've lifted in frequency, now we can see it. So I'm going to share my screen. They have discovered what they believe to be, they're naming it Cuban Atlantis because it's off the coast of Cuba. And I'm like, Cuba, where is Cuba close to? It's close to Florida, right? I'm going to show you a little map. They've discovered this civilization. They can see it now right through the water, and they've named it Cuban Atlantis. And I will show you why. So I'm going to share this with you right now. So there we go. It says Cuban underwater formation, and I'll show you pictures. And so they're not too sure what it is. They're just saying it's interpreted as being symmetrical in geometric stone structures resembling an urban complex were first recorded in 2001. That's recent, 2001. That means that the frequency must have lifted so much that all of a sudden in 2001 we discover it. Now, are you ready to see some pictures? Let me have a look. Here's some photos. Would you look at that? Can you see this? Is this sharing? I hope this is sharing. I really hope this is sharing. Yeah. Can you see this? Look at this. Look at this. So this is what it looks like underwater. That is a civilization. Now, Atlantis, see, look, this one says Atlantis discovered, and it's talking about this discovery underneath Cuba. This is what they're calling Cuban Atlantis. Would you guys look at this? Look at this. This is absolutely incredible. They have discovered this under the water, and these are pictures of it. Now, the only reason that this could possibly rise is if we're lifting in frequency. Look at this. Now, let's look at a map. It's in the Pinar del Rio region, right? So I'm going to zoom in. So look, this is it right here, right? We zoom out for a second. Okay. This is where they discovered it, right here. See where the arrow is? Right here. This is Sarasota. This is Siesta Key. So this is under here. This is just a little bit they've discovered, which means, which means if this is here, there is more of it. And this, indeed, is where Atlantis is. They've discovered it right here, and this is Siesta Key. Now, what are the odds? What are the odds? That's what they've discovered right off of Cuba. Siesta Key Beach is right above that. That means, and it's not me, I'm nothing special. I'm nothing special. But it means that my guides were so correct. My guides told me that's where it is. And they said the spiritual center has to be open there because that is the hub. It's the hub, all that frequency. And all of a sudden, now we can see through the water. I'm not saying it's me because this was discovered in 2001. So it has nothing to do with me. But I listened and I moved. I moved with what they were telling me. Like I moved with the ideas and what they were telling me to do. And now they have, and now they've come out and said, they're calling it Cuban Atlantis because it's closest to Cuba. It's closest to the land in Cuba. Well, that part is. So if that was now discovered and they can see it and they've taken pictures of it, like I've showed you, that means there's the rest of it that is on the rise. It's on the rise. That means we are literally flooding the earth with so much light. The only reason it could lift is if we are doing the work. Now, I also find this very interesting that a lot of them are now coming out and talking about it. Like I guarantee so many of you did not know this. You did not know this. They're not putting it on the news. They're not going to show you and talk about, oh, we've discovered what we believe is Atlantis underneath the waters. We've discovered part of it in Cuba, but we think it goes up the coastline and around Siesta Key and around Florida. They're never going to put that on there. But I'm bringing it to you to tell you that that wouldn't have been possible had we all not been doing what we're doing, which is so beautiful and so amazing. We are lifting the frequency of the world. I know you're going to say, Natalie, there's people bombing each other and killing each other. I get it. I get it. But when you lift the frequency, we have to reveal the dark. We have to reveal all of that in order to wash it out, to flood it out. Remember what I said at the beginning about the summer solstice. It's ending things. It's burning things away. It's finishing all of those cycles. It's getting rid of all of that dark. The summer solstice is about the new and about the light, about the sun. So the light is coming in and it's shining on everything. And now we're seeing on the other side, Atlantis. This is documented. This is not conspiracy. This is not hearsay. This is actual scientists and the government. If they put it online for you to see, that means the light is flooding in, clearing the waters so we can all see clearly and say, oh my gosh, we're doing it. We're doing the work. It's like that scene in Hook when Robin Williams' character uses his mind to see all of the food on the table. And all of a sudden, one of the Lost Boys says, you're doing it, Peter. You're doing it. We're doing it. Our light is affecting the whole consciousness, the whole of the collective, the whole of the realm. We're doing it. That means the waters are clearing. We're seeing these ancient civilizations. They are rising again. That means the power is coming back. The power is coming back to the people. People are beginning to wake up and remember who they are. They're beginning to wake up and remember we are God in action. We are divine consciousness in a human body. We can express ourselves with the power of the divine. And when you do all things through the divine, anything is possible because you are an expression of the divine. So I know the wars, the bombs, all of that, it's not going to help giving your attention to that. Yes, we're shining a light on it, which we must do. Shine a light on it. Shine a light on it to end it. And it will end. It is ending. I promise you. You have to remember, you go through all of the tiny battles for the big war, right? And the big war always looks like it's the worst thing before the dawn, before the sun rises again. So the reason why it looks so bad right now is because there's so much light flooding the earth. That means as a collective, we are doing the work. So I am your little reminder today to don't lose faith, don't lose hope, don't worry, don't stress, don't plug yourself in and give your life force to that. Come back to yourself, come back to who you are, come back to God, come back to the divine, and know if I keep on shining my light and I keep on flooding the earth with love and with peace and seeing that vibration and not giving my vibration to that. But yes, of course, shining a light on it because we must do, but doing the energy work of the light, then we are making a difference. We are clearing this world. We are clearing the oceans, clearing the lands, and the dark will die away. All of those little wicks and those candles that are burned down will die away. And the sun is rising again, and the new dawn is coming, and we will be a higher frequency for it. And we will restore peace to this world. So please have faith. Have faith. Stand in who you are. Remember who you are. Come back to your divine consciousness and know that you make a difference. One stone, remember, one stone that causes ripple effect. You make a difference. Don't think, what can one person do? Just think, if I hold the light and I'm the flame and another candle leans into me, they catch the light, and then another candle leans into them. It starts with one. Have faith, stay positive, and know that you are so necessary. You are so necessary. You are so powerful, and you are filled with the light. Let's keep flooding the earth. Let's keep seeing these civilizations rise, and let's keep knowing that light is here. It's not coming, it's here. We just have to be it. Be it. If you have turned yourself off lately, flick that switch because we're back, baby, and the light is going to win. You've got this. I love you. Namaste.